In 1924, Bell Island was one of the busiest mining communities in Newfoundland. Thousands of tons of iron ore and coal moved across the Dominion Pier every single week, and the work never stopped. It was a place of constant motion, of steam and steel, a vital artery pumping lifeblood into the island's economy. The men who worked the pier knew the dangers. Coal was stacked high in massive fences, towering walls of black rock, held back only by heavy timber. They toiled under these towering man-made mountains, fully aware that if those beams gave way, there'd be no heads up. The risk was just part of the gig, a silent deal they made every day. On a cold day in 1924, that's exactly what happened. The air was brisk, filled with the usual sounds of industry. Workers were busy loading coal onto a ship when the fence high above them began to shift. No one noticed at first, just a small groan in the wood, a sound easily lost in the clamor of the wind and the machinery. It was a subtle, deadly whisper before the roar. Then, the entire wall gave way. Hundreds of tons of coal collapsed in a matter of seconds, crashing down onto the men below in a black, unstoppable avalanche. The force was so sudden, so violent, that some workers didn't even have time to shout. One moment they were working, the next, they were gone, buried under the very material they were moving. When the dust finally settled, the scene was one of devastation. One man was dead, 8 others were badly injured, and the pier, which was normally filled with the noise of shouting and engines, fell completely silent. It was a silence heavier than any sound, a quiet filled with shock and grief. On a tight-knit community like Bell Island, every loss was felt by everyone. Families gathered along the waterfront, their faces etched with worry, waiting for any news. Men who survived the collapse immediately began to dig, clawing through the coal with their bare hands to find their friends and co-workers. The island mourned another life taken by the very work that kept the place alive. The 1924 Dominion Pier collapse never became a famous disaster. It didn't make the big headlines in papers far away. For the families who lived through it, the Bell Island community felt it deeply. It was a powerful reminder that even above ground, mining life was full of risks. A reminder of the incredible risks these men took every day, and the price they sometimes paid. Every name lost, even in the smallest tragedies, is a crucial piece of Newfoundland's story. Thanks for watching.